So the genesis of the event was a conversation held earlier this year with Nicky Morgan, chairman of the Treasury Select Committee, in which we discussed life beyond Brexit for business and what that meant for business leaders.
I think one of the striking things about the research is the gap between workers' expectations of what the CEO does and obviously the reality. I think what CEOs might need to consider is they need to be more visible in terms of articulating what's going on in the organisation. Obviously, they're good at talking about the strategy and about the share price and about the state of the marketplace.
This issue of trust and confidence in leadership is something we're all talking about and trying to deal with. What I take away is the burden of ever-increasing engagement and communications as part of the CEO role, and the help that a CEO perhaps needs to draw upon in order to achieve that.
Corporate culture has definitely become a much higher profile issue in the last couple of years than it used to be. It used to be that the definition of success for a company and for a CEO was, did you make money? And anything beyond that was unnecessary. Now there is a sense that the CEO has to lead the company culture. They have to make sure that the people working there are treated fairly.
I think part of it is about explaining the value that they provide to the organisation. The research seems to suggest that they are significantly undervalued. People think they get paid too much, but don't quite understand the big contribution that they make, not just to the business, but to wider society and the communities in which they operate.
There's been a societal change. We are focused on CEOs because that's where we do lots of our work. But I think it's important CEOs shouldn't feel that they're being singled out.
The positive things I think we can do is support CEOs with what I sometimes call a posse of advisors, a group of internal and external commentators, people who can give really independent and frank advice.
As a communications consultancy, which Montfort I think does incredibly well, I think possibly a key role is to help those chief executives to really understand, the demands of broader society.
There's been a fundamental shift in society over 10 years where we have all become more aware of business leadership and its importance in society, and therefore leaders have got to step forward and be braver in their communication and explain why they're there and what they're doing.
I think it was the late Peter Drucker who once said that look behind a successful business and there was a courageous decision made.